Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. And this is episode 2 of Barbie, Generation 1, Barbie Legacy. And we are starting off right where we left off in the last episode. So Barbie just came home from hanging out with Cameron at the coffee shop who she met. They were having a nice time, but Barbie's social anxiety was really kicking in, and like she was just not feeling the crowds. And so even though they had a good time, she just needed a little bit of time to herself and just to be in her environment. So she actually didn't eat. They just talked a little bit, but they definitely had a vibe. Oh, if you're new here, you have no idea what's going on. This is a legacy challenge. Link in the description to the legacy challenge as well as previous episodes. So it looks like we didn't have to do too much because Cameron already hit us up with asking us on a date. So I'm gonna have Barbie go on this date. I'm gonna just let you know this date was a fail, not for Barbie, but for my gameplay. So I just cut it out. And we are in the world of multi-dating. So Barbie, it is a whole nother day. Like I had to cut that whole scene out. But just know that date went well. But Barbie is in her multi-dating era. And so Justin Delgado asked her out. And I just wanted y'all to see what he got on this date. Like he looks nuts. Like what is this? Open shirt on. I can't. Uh, y'all that are new here, Justin is married. Barbie does not know that. He is not, behaving, like a married person. He's showing all his skin. Like he's essentially being the aggressor. And Barbie's not really feeling his outfit. Like she's already like this vibe is kind of off, even though she doesn't like know what we know. But she's just, she's trying to be, have her little roster and then just pick from the best. She's trying to do her thing. But, I just don't know if the vibes are there. So then they get to the restaurant, can't even get a table. They at the bar. Like she's just like, what is this? But she thinks the bartender is cool. Maybe her and the bartender will be friends. But like Barbie's just kind of like, we'll see. She's not, she's trying to keep an open mind. And now he's on the phone and he's over here making business calls. And Barbie is like, well, listen, if you're busy, I'm busy, even though Barbie ain't got no job. But she's just like, how rude of you to ask me on a date and then be on the phone. But what she doesn't know is that Justin's boss is like, sir, you're supposed to be at work. And, somebody said they seen you out here with your shirt open on a date. So yeah, Barbie, I think that's like strike 2 for Barbie. So Barbie is getting tired of sitting at the bar and she sees that Justin's not getting anywhere with speaking to the hostess. So she's just like, you know what, let me handle this. I'm gonna try to charm him a little bit. And she's like, hey, I think I forgot his name, but I think I seen you out at a coffee shop the other day. How are you? And like, she's just being a lot more charming than Justin was able to be. And he's like, you know what, ma'am? You seem like a really nice lady. I'm gonna see what I could do. And she's like, thank you so much. And finally, Barbie gets them a table. So that's like strike 2.5. That's definitely strike 2.5. But at least they got a table, so we can't leave yet because like we just got a table. Why fight for the table? And she's like, thank you so much, sir. If you ever need anything from me, like, I'm in the neighborhood. Just it's great to meet you. You're such a great hostess. So finally, we are gonna order some food and hopefully this date goes up a little bit. I mean, they're clearly still in the green, but there's no romance really happening at this point because she's not really impressed. The menu was lackluster. Like, honestly, this was, an in-game menu because this is from the save file I downloaded. But I wanted to see what their sentiment was. Like, I was really surprised they had a sentiment. And it's interesting that she thinks he's basic looking because my Sims always are thinking other people are unattractive. But okay, it looks like they're getting along decently. So we might be back at strike 2 instead of strike 2.5. the waiter's coming with the food. So, okay, I think Justin might be stepping it up. Listen, I'd be so tired of my notification wall being full. I'd be so tired of it. Like, I feel like it is constant. Like, is there a mod so I can get more notifications without constantly clearing it? Because I'd be so tired. So, although the date was going well, Cameron asked for another date. And so, like, the last time they went on a date, Barbie was kind of being flirty, and that's why he asked her on a date. But this one just came straight out the blue, and Barbie's gonna leave. Barbie's gonna leave this date, even though the food hasn't come yet. And so that's kind of good because she's like not gonna feel bad for having him pay for the food or anything like that. She's just gonna leave the date. She went home and changed, and Cameron asked her to go to a club, which was really interesting because it was like the middle of the day, but he was basically like, hey, I noticed that like a lot of crowds bother you, so I think we should really go to a club like during the day before it gets crowded. And like she's just so flattered by this that like I feel like she's already smitten. Now, don't yell at me, y'all, please. Please don't yell at me. But I lost that footage. I don't know how. I don't know what I did. I'm so, so sorry, y'all. But, and it was like such a good date. I just have to tell y'all that they are now a couple. They kissed. Like, it was perfect. So she had kind of done this to kind of like appear more busy. She was still going to talk to Justin, and the date just completely changed her mind. And so now they are officially a couple, which I'm so excited for Barbie. Like, yeah, so excited for Barbie. So Barbie was just so inspired by having an amazing date that she came home and she cooked this fabulous meatloaf. Ain't nobody there to eat it, but maybe she'll bring Cameron a piece at some point. She was just so inspired she had to make that meatloaf. And I just want to show y'all that. But it is later in the week and Barbie is spending some time alone. She spent a lot of time on dates at the beginning of the week, and now it's time for Barbie to be by herself. So Barbie don't really have the money to be paying for these yoga classes, and she's also like not where she wants to be as far as fitness. So she came to this yoga studio, which wasn't part of the save file. I actually dropped this in because I wanted her to do this specifically. But she's going to go upstairs and she's going to practice some yoga alone. And this is a really nice studio. It's a yoga studio slash gym. So I'm just on the yoga studio side. You'll probably be able to see a little bit of the gym side on the other side. But I thought this was like a really nice build. So if y'all want to know more about the build, let me know in the comments. And this is like a perfect area. It's a little balcony. She can kind of hear the instruction downstairs, but she doesn't have to be embarrassed. And I'm just going to change the lighting and set the mood a little bit more. It's very bright for some solo yoga that's happening. So let's dim these lights. But also she has views to outside too. They have masseuse on the balcony, but it's raining, so I guess that's why the masseuse came in. And this is just perfect solo time. Just like, and you know what? Barbie is not that bad. Yeah, let's put up the walls. Let's make the ambiance appropriate. But yeah, Barbie is actually not that bad at yoga for somebody who had yoga for somebody who has zero yoga skills. So I think I'm gonna have her do practice this, think about her life, think about her goals, think about she's getting closer to being a housewife. She hasn't, secured her dream life yet, but she's getting closer. And so here we are. What is this? Another day, the same day? Yeah, this is the same day. This is later in the day. So Barbie said enough of that solo time. Let me go bite my man over. And it's a nice rainy day, so I feel like that's a good day to have company and just be in the house and be cozy. Barbie made that big meatloaf, so it's ready. And Barbie seems like they're both in a neutral mood, so that's nice. Well, Barbie is like in a serene mood because she went to yoga earlier, and so she's just gonna give Cameron a tour of the home, which is really sentimental because it's the home she grew up in. So this feels really personal, and she's like, this is our living room. This is where, we watch TV. Oh, Okay, they kissing. Well, let them get their little intro kiss in. But yeah, this is the living room. This is where we watch TV growing up as a family. And Cameron's like, I'm really flattered that you are inviting me to your home. This is very personal of you to do. And I'm excited to just spend time with you and look around. So she's going to take him into, what is that, the seating room. There's a seating room and then there's the dining room. She's going to take him there. And I think she's like instantly feeling flirty. And I guess he can tell her vibes. So he's feeling confident. Like, that was pretty quick. She went from like yoga, serenity to feeling flirty. So good for Barbie. And then they are going to go into, well, no, I guess they're going to sit here a little bit and talk about, I don't know, pictures on the wall. Are there pictures on the wall? I don't even know. I haven't really looked around this house that much because ultimately I know it'll change. Even if Barbie stays here, there's a possibility I'll have them move. But, well, let me, I don't know if it's if he's the one yet. He has not proposed. But I don't know if they're gonna stay here or they're gonna go to another home. But if they do stay here, I'm gonna like change things up. Oh, look at them laughing. And it doesn't seem like Cameron would like jokes, but I think he likes Barbie's jokes. So I'm gonna just say yes. That, he is kind of like a gloomy sim, but he likes when Barbie makes jokes. And she's like, "This is my beautiful kitchen where I love to cook." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, you can cook." And she's like, "Yeah, I love to cook all the time." She's still learning, but she knows she'll be better at cooking soon. So she's just like, this is the place that I hope to one day. I'm sorry. Okay, I guess Cameron is done with the tour, and so is Barbie. They are done with this tour. So, yeah, that's cut scene, I guess. Okay, so we're back, and yeah, they did it right on that couch in there. But we're gonna continue with the tour. Like nothing happened. Barbie put on all her clothes again, and Cameron put his clothes on, and I think they just got caught up in the moment, and I guess all the lust. But we're gonna continue with this tour, like as if that's, look at her stretching after. I can't with these Sims. So yeah, they are going to continue the tour. So she's like, this is my computer, this is my study. And Cameron actually likes to read a lot, so he's really impressed with all the books in the house. Barbie don't really like to read that much, but her parents both did. They both read a lot. She just kind of wasn't into it. Maybe it'll grow on her. She has lots of time on her hands currently. And she's going to show him her childhood room. And he's like, "This is adorable." Like, first of all, Cameron's also like, y'all grew up with money. Like, this is a little bit different than how he grew up. He grew up kind of like just one of those houses you kind of see from the front to the back very easily, not this multi-floor stuff or any of that. So Cameron is very like, wow, I'm dating somebody with money. And I think that kind of balances out the fact that, oh, okay, so I'm just messing with the settings a little bit because I didn't even know I could do that. Even though when I downloaded that mod, I definitely looked at it, but completely forgot. So yeah, I think the way other male Sims would kind of be like, I don't know why Barbie doesn't have a job. Cameron kind of is like, but she comes from money, so I think there's a part of him that thinks that she might have more money than she does, even though she's unemployed. And she definitely is comfortable. Like, she has this house, and she has a little bit to hold her over, but nothing compared to like if she had a job. Like when the mortgage comes in, I don't necessarily know if it's going to be enough or what's going to happen. So yeah, that's that. This is so cute, them sitting on the little chairs. I wish I could get a picture, but the way this room is set up, I would have to like move what is that, the puppet thing? I've never used that. So I'm kind of glad it's in this house because I've literally never used that. But yeah, I would have to, you're going to see me try, but I would have to literally move the bookshelves and all of that to even get a picture of them. But sometimes it just don't be worth it. Sometimes I just want to continue on with my gameplay. Like, I know we're all about the aesthetics and capturing pictures and things like that, but sometimes it just doesn't be worth it isn't worth the hassle. And so I just keep playing and imagine the pictures in my head. And so yeah, they're just still having a great time. Barbie's actually energized, and I was about to call him Ken. Cameron is still flirty. And so we are going to come downstairs and have a little meatloaf. I feel like this house tour has gone amazing. I feel like this could not have gone better. I guess this is like, oh, this is their third date, I guess. Yeah, this is their third date because they went to a bar and then they went. Sorry, I got to save my game before it starts tripping because I never know what's going on. But yeah, they went to a bar, then they went to the club, which I thought was romantic, even though the club is not usually romantic. But it was romantic because he brought her there at like 2 in the afternoon because he knew that like she felt uncomfortable being around a lot of people. And honestly, he can relate to that a little bit because he's definitely more of an outdoorsy sim. And, you know, he's used to like things being more spread out than things are in Newcrest. And Barbie's used to being in the house. So, but yeah, they're gonna sit down and eat this delicious meatloaf, this excellent meatloaf that Barbie made. And he's like, you put your foot in this, Barbie. Like, I didn't know you could cook like that. And like, Barbie is really only level 2 of cooking skill, but you know, she's making it work and she's doing a great job cooking so far. So this day has gone great. We woohooed, we did tours, and we ate meatloaf. And I think that is the end of the date. And yeah, day 3 for the books. I'm happy for Barbie and Cameron. And now let's end out the week with some solo time again. So we've been doing a little bit. Barbie is a balanced a balanced black girl, like for real. And so we are at the pool. This is something else I downloaded into the save file because I just be wanting to do things that are so specific that I like, you know, I look around the save file to see if it's there. And if it's not, then I will have to put it in myself. And Barbie looks so cute in her bikini, which if you watch the cast video, you already seen this, but I mean, pretend like she don't have her bare feet on the dirty streets of Newcrest. Like, just pretend that is not even happening and that she's in the pool area. But yeah, this was just like a simple pool. I felt like Barbie would enjoy going for a swim because Barbie does enjoy working out. And because it's so early in the day, there's nothing but elder sims here, which is nice when you just kind of want to be by yourself. This is not, Barbie didn't come out here to get more dates. She's in a committed relationship at this point. And, you know, Barbie's just taking her mind off things, getting her exercise. Oh, this is how we're gonna end the video because I was not really sure what Barbie would do. And I think I made the wrong choice. So y'all have to let me know in the comments. I thought Barbie would be suspicious of this because she knows her parents are still alive, and so like why would a great grand, like I think they would reach out to Barbie's parents first. And I thought Barbie would know that. So Barbie would essentially be like, under what conditions? So that's what I picked. But maybe I should have picked the one where you have to get married in a certain amount of time because Barbie, Barbie is a little spoiled and a little privileged. So maybe she would be like, give me the money, like no questions asked. I don't know. I already picked it, but if y'all think I made the wrong choice, let me know in the comments. Next episode, I can't even tell you, but I'm excited. I already recorded some of it. Next episode, we're taking this Barbie stuff to another level because we cannot be out here just meandering around for so long. I'm Symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye, some friends.